Hey everyone, welcome to another Golden Age Stories stream here. We're playing some Rimworld with Coder, Melcantro, and Kind Spirits of the Forest.
aka the blood of my enemies.
Yeah, very different, unique usernames for.
Or K-SPOF, you know, if you want to abbreviate. Probably not, actually. Nobody calls her K-SPOF.
Well, they didn't.
Yo, K-SPOF! What up?
It sounds like the name of a star, like a designation.
Yeah, that could be KSP0F.
Kind of sounds
Kerbal
like
space.
kind of sounds like almost a variant on K-pop. So.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, back, Coder! What are you? Now he's gonna go recruit Jizzleson.
Good
Come on,
job.
Jizzle. Join us, Jizzleson. You love our band. Oh yeah, resistance.
Join me, son. Join me.
The resistance is down to 11.3 after this quick pep talk. Jizzleson will be on the level. Oh yeah, we gotta build a fucking door. I'm gonna go ahead and build a steel door. Actually, did we research? No. Cool. I'm gonna build this steel door after I'm done talking to Jizzleson. So Jizzle's down from 11.3 to 10. 10 resistance remaining, and then we can recruit this bitch. This fucker.
Very good, very good.
This bitch fucker.
Is she really a bitch fucker though?
Well, it's a he. And I don't know.
So what you're saying is you don't know.
I believe I said that, yeah.
Alright. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I got a bonus from Porpoise dying because Porpoise was my rival, so I have a +3.
Oh, you're just like a little kick in your step today, don't you? A little spring in your step. You know,
Porpoise.
I live on a fucking Rimworld and shit's bad, but fuck Porpoise.
Yeah, that fucker is dead.
Had it coming.
Her life was without her name.
A life is, in a word, suffering.
Her life was without Porpoise.
Oh.
A purpose without porpoise. And vice versa. Around
Impressive.
here looks like he's here for trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Not tribble.
He's just killing a red panda. Oh, red panda dude.
Who's doing that?
The cougar.
Oh fuck the
He just ate the whole thing. He just ate a whole fucking red panda. That is one hungry cougar. The hunger. Oh. A mind open a space. What do you know?
Doom, doom.
Oh yeah, I packed a bowl. Not to smoke it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it with your burned lips.
I just love how like disheveled we are. We definitely are a very different playthrough than the last few times where we got everything kind of up and running, looking real good, you know, power generating and everything. We can't generate power, so we're just barely making it by right now. Just trying to
Well, it'll
feed
always be. We'll
ourselves.
never get to a point, yeah, where we've got food stored up and we feel good about that. You know, it's not gonna happen.
I think we should just dedicate somebody to cooking
Yeah, we need someone
eventually.
cooking. We don't have any meals right now at all, so that'd be a good idea.
Who's the best cook?
Probably Malcantro, unless somebody surpassed him. He's got a cooking 9. You've got a 5. I got a 5. Spirit's got a 5. Jenon's got a 6. Both Jenon and Malcantro have a burning passion for cooking. So either Jen or Mal.
Well, since Mal's not, or since Jan's not playing, then let's just put her on
Perfect.
pure cooking duty. So I'll switch that over.
Yeah,
So
change up
she's-
her work.
Yeah, she's not gonna do anything other than cook. That's
Cool.
all.
How many meals do we want to keep on hand?
I've got it.
Because the rice
got it
lasts
set.
longer than the meals once you cook them.
Right, exactly. So we just got to think, you know, number of people by 2 meals a day. So we should have, and the meals last like 2 days, right? Roughly 2-3 days. So you know, we need 50. You know, we need 20 meals. Let's say. I think I've already set it to do that at the campfire, at one of the campfires we had at one point. We have cook. Oh yeah, right now it says cook simple meal times 4 is the job, and it's set to do 203 times at the table. But isn't that table being moved? Yeah. So we'll move the table. I'm gonna quick adjust the job to cook simple meal times 4 and do until you have X, and I will make X 20. And then I'll add an additional job for simple meals, not simple meal times 4, but just simple meal. That way, you know, if somebody's bored and there's 18 meals and nobody wants to make a 4x, they can just quick make a 2 or 1 at a time. So anyway, that's done. So as soon as somebody moves the fueled stove to where the food is, we'll be able to make food a lot faster. Let's just have Joanne do that right now. So I'm gonna have her do that. Delivering stove to blueprint. There, she'll do that now.
Cool. Yep. Now Joanne is set to. She primarily is the cook. She will do cleaning, doctor, or well, she'll do doctor next if there's any doctoring to do. And if there's no doctoring to do, then she does hauling, cleaning, or growing. So, I think that should make her good because she's a decent doctor. So I just wanted to keep her as a secondary, since the doctor doesn't need to be used all the time. She's a good secondary or a doctor / cook.
Cool. Bilbo, I'm not giving my fucking pizza. You won't let me take the hair out of your nose. No deal.
No.
Yeah, he's sad. He's like, well, I've been sitting here.
I don't know what to tell you. I've been sitting here waiting
I've been really good
patiently.
so far. I want the whole pizza slice.
I just want the whole thing. Is that too much to ask? Just the whole
want
thing.
it. Coder's on his way to go dig some more. He's just kind of working on that. That's his prerogative right now. Get some of these places sort of unveiled so we can do some living over here. Move our shit inside. Further inside, you know.
What's Frozen doing? Right now, he seems to be cleaning and stuff. I'm gonna have him cut down trees here. So we need.
Yeah, we need wood, and we need someone to haul that wood inside. Like every time someone needs to do something with wood, they gotta walk 10 miles. go find the last tree that got chopped down.
There we go. That should get us some trees. AFK, I'll be right back.
Roger.
Really lucky there's no insects on this map.
Not yet. There will be. Pretty sure about that.
You guys are pretty absorbed in that No Man's Sky game.
You know, it's it obviously had very bad reviews when it was first released, after a great deal of hype. So I didn't play the game when it came out, what, 4 years ago, or something? I don't even know. A long time ago, and I haven't really paid any attention to it either. I just keep seeing it on sale once in a while, and it shows up in my list of games that I might be interested in according to Steam over the last few years, right? So I don't know, like I get bored, and then I'll just be like, okay, well, I need a new adventure, to fill my brain, and it was like $30 on sale. It's frequently 50% off, so I just grabbed it. And it's been 50% off like a zillion times, but this time finally was like, all right, I'm gonna get it. And then actually it's funny because I got it and I didn't play it. I just had it for a while. And then I just started playing it recently when I had some free time, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's got, it's got all the things you kind of expect it to have, right? Like survival thing, like you're on a world, you got to get these resources, and you can use those to build sheltery bits, and those get you out of the bad stuff, and then you can survive a little bit longer without having to worry about that, and then gather more resources. It's just one of those resource management. It's like Minecraft. I mean, which is a common reference. I know you don't own that one or play it, I guess, but it's a 3D, adventure game where you collect stuff from the environment and then turn that into stuff and then build to make a place. The thing about No Man's Sky is that it's all procedurally generated. So every time you start a new game, it generates. Well, actually, I don't think it's every time you start a game. I think it loads you into universes that already kind of exist, that have been generated. But when they generated them, they were just completely random. There's probably places people have never gone to because it's random. It's just this big universe of stars that are all, within whatever range of each other in galaxies. And there's more than one galaxy too. I was reading. Apparently, you can go to. And anyway, the nice thing about No Man's Sky is that there's all these planets, and one of the first things you get is a spaceship, and then you start finding things to upgrade it, and space stations, and all of these different peoples and places, and then you start, digging up things in the world and uncovering, like, I don't know why, but it didn't occur to me, at this ancient relic site that, there's like this ruins that I could just start digging it up, and I did. And I started finding all this stuff. I had been like 5 of these before. It never even occurred to me to dig, So those places they're still there. I could go back if I knew where they were. I had no idea. I just found them flying around in the atmosphere, and but there's space battles, there's planetary battles, there's in-craft, there's out-of-craft, there's you can get a mecha and drive that around. You can get a buggy, you can get hovercraft, you can get a big giant tanker, you can get a battle cruiser and have that be your base in space if you don't fucking want to build a base on the ground. And then, like I remember seeing the tech tree and being like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's quaint. And then I realized later that was just one tech tree And there were all these other tech trees, and then tech trees I didn't even know about. And as I keep playing, there's just more tech trees that I keep finding of stuff. So what this game has managed to do is make a universe feel full. It's really easy to just randomly generate a whole bunch of stars and then 0 to 9 planets that may or not be in that system, and maybe a asteroid belt and what it's made out of. It's some basic materials that could spawn per planet type. That's like what 9 notepad files and a generator guy. But this one, like there's something everywhere, all the time, and it's just I don't know. It's interesting. So yeah, we've been playing it hard for like a week and a half or something, for sure. But it just seems to be like an endless fountain of stuff. It's cool.
Intriguing.
So yeah. So I've got a spaceship that I found, and and then I traded that in, and I, like located this guy who had a really sweet spaceship, and I offered to buy it from him, and he sold it to me. And now I have a way cooler spaceship with more slots, and and I'm like finding more slots for that, and there's C class to S class to X class equipment you can get for your own exosuit that you are wearing all the time, or your little, terrain manipulator tool that you use to dig and shoot and mine, stuff from objects on the surface. It's, a variable like ray tool. So you can upgrade that. You can upgrade your suit. You can upgrade your vehicles. You can upgrade your spaceship. You can upgrade your freighter. You can. I don't even know what else there is. I haven't even gotten that far in the game yet.
You're a robot.
I'm not a robot. I'm an anomaly.
Me too.
You could be a
What does
robot.
that mean?
It means you are this traveler. So there's like a story to it. So it is this open universe sandbox, and you can just go do whatever you want. But there is a story if you want to play the story. It basically is as such journey to the center of the galaxy, and that's what I know about it. I have not actually done anything with it.
Wesley Crusher.
I mean, no. Nope. Nope. Not Wesley Crusher. I like to crush a lot.
Crush now?
I said I like to crush a lot. It's that song from the 90s, late 90s, maybe early thousands on probably MTV.
You speak VR, old demon?
I don't know. Probably not. Remember when MTV was cool?
No, not really.
Oh, man. So it was like... I remember coming home and watching MTV when I was probably like in my teens. I guess I was coming home from junior high maybe, and senior high. And I would always watch Monty Python, because that was on at like 3:30 sharp. You could like class it in, and you could bike home, and Monty Python would be on either MTV or no, it was on Comedy Central. Yeah. So Monty Python, and what else? Yeah, so MTV. I didn't like the Cribs show or anything like that, but Real World, when it first came out, like the first couple episodes, like these were the first reality TV shows that ever existed, and those were crazy, as I recall. But
Oh, yeah. I was all about the real world.
yeah, man, it was cool. Those were really rad to watch. Cartoon Sushi was probably one of my favorite things to watch.
True story.
Yes, and the many deaths of Norman Spittle. Very fine. Ooh, a deserter. Oh, shit. We would become an enemy of the Shattered Empire if we let her join us. That's probably a bad idea. What do you guys think?
Does she
Look at you.
make desserts?
No, she herself is the one who is deserted.
Can't
Be,
trust a traitor.
be deserted. Yeah, exactly. And she doesn't give us anything cool, but she would tell us the location of a pair of Silent neuroformers, which would be cool, but then we would lose access to the place that gives us these silent neuroformers in the first place. Which would be foolish.
If you want to be psychic, you can set your guy to meditate once a day at the tree.
Yeah?
Eventually, there'll be enough anima grass for someone to link to the tree, and then they become psychic.
Oh my. Well, ain't nobody got any time for that. Bilbo, sit. Good boy. Well, I'm not giving you anything, but I'm just saying good job for sitting, because that's what I asked you to do. Yeah, thank you.
I'm visiting Linla's grave.
Aw. Rip. The plague. It's a bitch.
I'm gonna change my name to Black Elk.
Snap. Oops. Have we paused for something?
I hit something on my keyboard. I might have did that.
Cool.
My bad, yo.
That's not good. It's just spacebar if you want to unpause it. I think you can hit spacebar and that'll do it. We'll do it and then undo it. Do it.
Cool, cool.
Mhm.
Everybody grab somebody and bring them to the graveyard.
Everybody dance now. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you mean a dead body?
Where are our dead bodies?
There's like 3 on the
Nice.
southern path. Yeah. We're set to strip them first, but maybe now we shouldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to just toss it anyways, right?
Well, we can actually take them apart at the wooden hand tailor bench. There's a job there called recycle.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, and then we can use that to dismantle stuff and get material back. But I don't know if we need to do that. If we need to get material back, it's useful when you're like recycling like synthread or hyperweave, or like other expensive clothing material types.
Wolf.
You fucking what, mate?
Observing all these corpses is bringing me down.
Stop it. Hey, maybe these urns would cheer you up, Melcantro. There's a bunch of urns on this map.
More death.
Is anybody chopping wood?
I can.
We are out.
Okay, I will do that now.
Copy. Ah, shit, we're gonna have to sow some rice. Too, it looks like, or starve.
Thought we had some volunteers that were willing to die for us to eat them.
We do. That'll be good. Oh, it's break time for Coder. He's gonna go chill.
That means it's bowl time.
Oh yeah. Are there any joints to smoke in here? No. Darn.
There's a
Wow.
crafting spot.
I was gonna say there's a lot of there's a lot of weeds laying around. Wow, we got so many tasks. We need more people. Oh my god.
We need good people though.
Coder is bored with chemical consumption right now. This is boring. We need a chess table. Oh wait, we don't have chess. There's no chess.
We need a research.
Yeah, there
table.
is. There is chess. For what? What are we gonna research?
Long blades, plate armor, noble apparel.
I suppose. I suppose.
Longbow would be useful.
It's true.
Beating up this dummy.
Yeah, no, that's good recreation. Combination of recreation and melee building. Melee skills are good skills to have. Oh no, Ibex meat rotted away in storage. It's okay. We've got some medicine that's got 2 days left on it. We got rice, plenty of rice. Rice for days, son. Days.
But no rice pudding.
Let them have rice.
I need the rice pudding mod.
Coder and Spirit quipped about stumps.
Wait, what kind?
Just stumps.
Like arm stump?
Maybe all stumps they could think of that day. In that time. I guess it's a quip. It's like arm stumps. Jokes. Peg leg.
At least I have interesting conversations.
Say peg leg 9 times fast. Peg leg, peg leg, peg leg, peg leg, peg leg, peg leg. It's a
Peg
tongue
leg, peg
twister.
leg, peg 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 leg.
Unique New York.
Oh god, no. Unique New York, 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 unique New York. I don't even know if that sounds right anymore. I can't even hear it. uh, you ever stare at a word so long that it just looks wrong?
Just stops making sense.
Like you're like staring at the word color and you're just like, are there really 2 O's? What the fuck? Or spoon? I don't know.
Ooh, no.
It's just some silly words out there, man.
I like the word flabbergasted.
Good word.
Speaking of flabbergasted, right now my mood's got a plus 22 because got some lovin' times 4.
Fucking bullshit.
Wow.
What's going on in this?
A common area that you still sleep.
Yeah. You know. We're working on digging
Deserter,
out.
Yeah, they're
We're
working
working.
it out.
Working on digging.
Have you decided anything on the deserter here?
We decided to ignore her, didn't we?
Can't trust
Oh.
the trader.
Yeah. Just hit the trash button on the upper right. That's fine. See ya, lady.
New area has been revealed.
Yep, that's what I was mining earlier. It's right where you're, kind of right here.
Oh,
It opened that up. That's all.
okay.
Yep. But why is Frozen such a good mood? Ah, catharsis.
It felt good to unbottle my feelings finally. I feel much better now.
There, Coda's a renegade.
Like John McCain.
I mean, was he a renegade?
He was a maverick.
What? What does that even mean?
That's what they said about him.
But what does it mean?
Means that he worked with Feingold on campaign refinance. Something like that. He also voted against some stuff Trump did before he died. And other than that, he's just kind of known as more of a reasonable Republican.
Well,
That's pretty renegade if you ask me.
a reasonable Republican. Oh my.
Politician, that is, you know.
The apostate.
Goodness. Well, it's just, you know.
No, Brian, I don't. Tell me.
You know, it's just, in my opinion, you know, people of the Conservative Party, the party itself has changed, right? Because it has, ever since the Tea Party really like rose up, there have been this influx of just like, you know, I think it started off with a good intention of like real do it yourself or get her done grassroots type thing, you know? But it turned into a vehicle for what we see today, which is just kind of this, you know, like the people that get elected are the loudest mouthed, least respect, you know, they have the least respect for other people. When I say least respectful, I don't know how respectful they are. They're not coming off as hyper respectful to me, but I'm not seeing them be nice to other or respectful to other people, you know. And like those are the people in the Republican Party, the conservative parties that are getting the attention, you know. And it's, you know, what works well for that response is responding in turn with the same kind of thing, right? And like, I don't think the Democrats have. I think the Democrats and the liberal parties have, I think, you know, on a political level, have been relatively polite, demanding, but polite. But I think that the, you know, Democratic / liberal activists have been really mouthy, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just
kind of
just
the
as the
opposite for
activists
college.
of the conservatives lately have been really mouthy. So I think they're really matching what has been happening on the front. But I don't know. I guess I just mean to say that, like, you know, the conservative and Republican Party that we're dealing with today isn't representative of what it used to be. I don't even know where it is anymore, you know. So like, we have a two-party system, right? So this is that's them now. That's the Conservative Party, and that's all we get. There's no option to pick another Conservative Party. So it, you know, that's what we get. That's what the American people get, are whatever they fucking hand us. And now we have two shit sandwiches. Well, not necessarily.
I miss the days when
but
I thought that fucking what's his name, Mormon boy,
Mitt Romney.
I remember the days when I thought Mitt Romney was a bad conservative. Now I'm like, nope, he's actually pretty good.
He's not like bad. He's just bad in the way that
I just disagree with a lot of his
ridiculously
policy.
wealthy people don't understand how they're bad.
Well,
you know, like,
I also disagree with his policies, you know,
Yes.
his mindset, but I can at least understand why he thinks that way. I can see that he's trying to govern from a level of morals and has a passion. I just disagree, you know, with what he wants for the most part. But I don't disagree, you know, he's still willing to actually look at things and examine what the hell is going on and not just run, you know, basically he just didn't jump onto the Trump train because like everybody else did, because it was a good way to get more followers, quote unquote, you know.
Yeah, that's I don't know. You know, the Trump era isn't quite over. I'm not saying that anything new is going to happen, but like, you know, we're still dealing with the people flying that flag, right? And so I think there's still more to be said, and more to know about what's, you know, what the thoughts are behind a lot of it, and there's still a lot more. And I think in just the next couple of years, we're going to discover about what really occurred, you know, during the Trump era, quote unquote. And I think a lot of it won't be as surprising. I think a lot of it will be as exactly as people expect. It'll be, you know, a lot of things were denied and covered up, and there was a lot of bluster, and, you know, that's just what happened. And, you know, and people just accepted it because, well, that darn Donald Trump can then kick some rocks, you know. But I think that's going to, you know, like what a lot of conversation is going to come out about what all just happened, you know, in the last 5 years, and how we can go about making sure that doesn't happen again. Or, you know, if there were any good parts of it that we don't know about, identify those at least and get them out. But I don't see a lot of positivity from all that. I just see a lot of angry people on both sides during the Trump era.
Yeah. Yeah, anger is one of the things that's definitely fueling both sides right now. And it's sad. I don't know. I've always kind of seen myself as the middle of the road kind of person. Never, you know, I will vote for, I primarily vote, you know, Democrat, but I have a lot of conservative ideas, or concepts, and, you know, like stuff that I've been brought up with. And I believe very much in fiscal conservative, you know, concepts and stuff like that for the government, but I also believe that you shouldn't be sacrificing social safety nets just to...
Yeah, my fiscal conservatism comes over, like, if someone was to be like, Brian, you need to manage the budget, I'd be like, great, let's cut the military. Because there's so much money to be made there. Or had back, you know. I don't, you know, why don't we just get only the odd numbers F fighter craft instead of every year we get the next number, you know, like, let's just get the F-35s and the F-37s and the F-39s. We'll skip the 38s, 36s, and 34s, and we'll save billions. I don't think this is hard.
America is the land of empty houses and has a homeless problem.
Yeah, but you got to be the one to go and tell the generals and the you know, or whatever, whoever's commissioning and asking for these contracts, and then you have to go to the contractors that are building all of these things and tell them that you're cutting off that contract, and then they're like, well, I'm going to cut like 1 million workers then. So, you know, and so the problem with the military industrial complex and just cutting it is that it provides so much for this country, and it's in every single state. So to get anywhere in the process of how we democratically would be able to start siphoning money away from the military is nearly impossible.
Well, I mean, we'd have to start, and that's one thing we just haven't even tried yet either. I don't know, like,
No,
or
we've
haven't
gone
been
and-
successful at. You know, we just dodge it and give them more money.
And yet they still don't have proper armor when they go to fucking war.
Yeah, when push comes to shove, years in, they still don't have what they need to do the job. You know, they're just being paid like a fucking skeleton crew IT team who just pulls the shit together, which is admirable. But holy crap, you guys, seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely some things where I understand military does. So I used to watch West Wing quite a bit. You know, I guess I still watch it every once in a while. But one of the best parts, or one of the interesting things that I found was a scene that they did where this new guy gets called in. He's a military guy, and he goes to work for the White House. I can't remember what job he was specifically doing for the White House, but he comes in and works for the White House. And one of the aides to, I think, like communications or something like that. She's like an aide or something to one of like the Secretary of Communication or whatever those parts are. I think he was a writer or something. Anyways, she goes and is talking with him, and she's like, she brings up the concept that we spend way too much money on the military, and she's like, I saw this one bill here that said, there was something along the lines of that it was brought up that the ashtray that was in his room was worth like $200 or $400 or something like that. It was like a really expensive ashtray. And she's like, why the fuck would you need this? Why do you need a $400 ashtray? Why couldn't you just get a regular ashtray or whatever? And so he takes it and he smashes the ashtray that's made out of glass, and it breaks so that it doesn't shatter. It breaks into solid like 3 pieces or whatever. And he's like, because on a ship, which is where he got that ashtray, was you want it to be able to bust up into proper pieces and not shatter, so it's you have to think of things differently on ships and on aircrafts and stuff like that. All of that is way more expensive and different. You have to have a different mindset of why things are the way that they are and why they're so much more expensive.
Maybe I do, or maybe that's just an act.
That's true. Well,
maybe this is a really good example of throwing your ashtray on the ground and being like, that's why. And then you go, oh, here you go, blank check. Fuck that.
Well, no, I don't think it should be blank checks. But I do agree that there are reasons why some things are more expensive than just the concepts of, well,
I'm sure.
Somebody.
No, I'm sure there's lots of good examples, but
deep underground military bases are really expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, and also building a military base in every country on Earth, and maintaining a force of people there and a way to get in and out, and it's just tiresomely expensive, and all done in the. And maybe I have no effing idea, and it's fucking a horrible, incredibly dangerous world out there, and we're constantly fighting nonstop to keep freedom, like right where it needs to be, and we just have absolutely no clue, none, and it's a constant onslaught that if we didn't have all the best and we didn't spend all the money we do, we would be overcome and our way of lives would be destroyed, and there would be a different way that we would understand the world, from that point forward. But I don't get the impression that's how it is, actually. There are wild powers out there, you bet, but I don't think that, China might want our economy, but I don't think they want to live in America. Take it over and just, make it China. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't get that feeling. I don't get that from Russia either. I feel like they're world powers and they want what they want. And they've got the space that they want. They want to be a world power, I think. But I don't get the impression they want to invade, take over, and take our land. Like that would, I don't think we're at that level. So then if I believe that, then what I believe we are doing is all of this is being spent on peacekeeping. There are places that are doing this to each other on much smaller scales, right? And we do stuff to go, help people or whatever. And I think that's what gets us in trouble. But I just don't think we need to pay for all of it.
Well, from my understanding, all of our money goes into the concept of puppet states, is where why we have bases everywhere, and why we're involved in everything is we're puppet stating everything.
Yeah,
and it's not just about democracy; it's also about money. We're indebting these third world countries to us, and China is doing that, and Russia is doing that by going in and spending a bunch of money on infrastructure, and then saying that, well, you can never pay this off now. Like, you're basically our country, but we'll just own you through proxy of you owing us all this money.
Empires need vassals, you know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And marches.
So it's a it's a whole thing. It's a complicated world. I wish it was super easy. Wish it was just Rimworld, but it's not. Too complicated. 7 billion, 8 billion people on Earth, so it's even more complicated. I do wonder what the the Roman Republic was like, because there was way less people back then. Like a way less, like under 1 billion people on Earth, even way more or less than that in Europe. So
yeah, who knows?
yeah, I wonder how many people were. I know it's like, I know we only broke like 1 billion not too long ago, actually. Like, so the Roman empires would have, or they're saying that had around 4 to 5 million people by the end of the 1st century of the BC. So we're talking less than like half of Wisconsin. Like Milwaukee and Madison and maybe some of the cities in between. It's all the population of Rome.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah, who knows, man? I bet then there were a lot more lions to kill. Yeah. At what point did our population as humans on Earth explode?
It was somewhere around like the 17th century or 18th century when we came up with like modern science.
We were like, wash your hands.
Yeah,
Wash your butt.
stop using leeches to cure people.
No, leeches worked.
For frostbite. They work for frostbite. They don't work for everything. Back then they were just like everything was just leeches.
Well, you
Got
just
a
gotta
headache.
try
Put a
it.
leech on your temple. I
Yeah.
got my pain in my side. Put this leech on your testicle.
Have you tried a leech?
But if you get frostbite, leeches.
Why does that help?
They'll suck out the dead blood.
Oh, snap.
So you don't get necrosis of the fingers or whatever whatever appendage it is.
Jiminy.
So I can say that the one chart that I'm on right now shows that we were at about 3 billion in 1960.
Whoa. And despite the fact that we had contraception, still. Damn.
Well, America is actually doing pretty good. Like, I mean, not good, but we have a pretty steady population. We're not growing very, very fast at all. It's China, India, and Africa that are all like exploding in population. But we are actually pretty stable, if not going down now.
Goodness.
So
Yeah.
if we were playing
A
any
whole
Forex strategy
generation of
game right
people
now,
who
we would be getting
Had difficulty and were unable to support themselves. It's not breeding. Surprise. Like, are we on what? Almost 3 recessions or depressions in the last 20 years?
It was free love.
What?
It was free love.
What was?
Population explosion.
Was that it? I don't think so.
So it looks like so we had about 4 million people on Earth in 10,000 BC. And we went to, at about year 0 there's about 190 million people. So after about 10,000 years there was went from 4 million to 190 million, which is pretty decent. But and then from year 0 in the next 2,000 years we went from 190 million to 7.7 billion.
Sheesh.
Go, humanity, go.
Looks like it started skyrocketing right at the 17th century or 18th century. So 1700 we had 60 million. Then 18th century we had 99. We had 600 million in the 1700s, and then in the 1800s we had 990 million and 1.6 billion in the 1900s. And yeah, 1990 or 1960 is when it just started to super explode, where it just started doubling or getting like a billion every 10 years or something like that. Damn.
Moore's law of people.
Right.
More slaw.
I just imagine that it would be a lot easier to control 4 million people than 400 million,
Yeah, but you don't have radios.
That was true. It was harder to control them over a large area of land, was still, the land didn't shrink.
Well, boats helped there.
They had Catholicism also kept them in line.
Yeah, there was a strong authority, provided to various organizations that, were able to enforce their will.
Well, yeah, and Rome wasn't Catholic didn't invent that religion until after they pretty much, started to fall. Well, there's a lot of debate about that. A lot of people say that the Roman Empire lasted all the way up to like the 15th century or something like that. If you go by like the Byzantine.
Well, the Byzantine was what was left, right after the other part of it fell. So yeah.
Right. But people started calling them the Byzantine Empire in our telling of history. But if you would have gone, from my understanding, is if you would go back to the Byzantine Empire and be like, "What are you guys?" They'd be like, "We're Rome." They wouldn't say we're the Byzantine Empire.
When I get the time machine, I'll let you know when I go back.
Yeah. Well, I
That'd be
mean,
great.
there's writings and stuff of that time period, from my understanding, but I haven't personally looked at it, and I haven't dug into it. It just is reading stuff on. Of course, it's always Crusader Kings 2 where I learn all of this crazy shit.
I'll be
learned
like,
this.
do you consider yourself Romans? And then they'll look at me and be like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when Josh and I played about 500 hours of Europa Universalis 4, I got quite the history lesson because we played various scenarios over and over again. Like the 100 Years' War, England and France.
Oh yeah. Learning about those types of situations, you don't get the exact things or exactly when it happened, but you get when somebody says the 100 Years' War now because of Crusader or because of University Europa now, I know what they're talking about, kind of.
If you went back to England in 900 AD, you speak English and they speak English, but it's not the same language at all.
Yeah.
They spake English.
You wouldn't be able to understand anything they were saying, and they wouldn't understand anything you were saying.
I mean, yeah, but see, back then though, people had they were better about communicating with each other because they would. I mean, I think probably most people would just hang with their own communities, and not not ever learn another language, but the people who were out and about on horses and shit and getting around, carriages, travel, merchants, stuff like that, like they were able to communicate just about with anybody. You know, like there was just so many different languages you could pick up, and so many of them were similar. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of, you know.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Because I mean, probably because of the way that distance meant more back then, you probably would have very different dialects that would create almost a different language. Just the town over.
Well, I mean, you know, like I don't know if like town over, but like definitely like North and South Germany, for example, have a very different way of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way they even use like the same ways to greet each other, for example, are different fundamentally. But yeah, words, people figure it out. Look at all this rice I'm planting. You guys are gonna love this fucking rice.
Nice.
I'm gonna take
You're
you to
gonna love
Rice.
my nuts.
Yeah, you're gonna love my rice. I'm gonna take you to Rice Town. We're gonna go downtown Rice Town.
Where the fuck
You know
is
what that
Frozen
means.
going? Why is he going all the way over here?
Froze?
He's
What's he doing?
clearing rubble. Why is
Clearing
that?
rock rubble. Go to orders, or no, zone, and go to clear home area. Something got declared a home area. And so he's going to go clean. There's some dirt there.
Yeah, that is.
So
we do not
what you want to
it
do
be
is go
home.
click on architect, go to zone, click on clear home area. All the areas that are home areas will light up in blue. And you'll see the home area he is headed to, and you just need to axe it,
Done.
and he'll just go fuck off now. Yeah, there he goes.
This is not a home area. This is not a home area.
Yep. So if we build something somewhere, or like put a little, you know, resting spot or whatever in a place, it automatically claims it as a home area. Same with like you click on a building over here and then go grab an urn. Before you can get the urn, right, you have to click claim. When you do that, it paints a home area around the place when you click the claim button.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to
Yeah.
also expand our home areas.
What do you want to do? You want to claim your home area. Do 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 do. It's my new jingle for you guys.
Nice
It's
job.
very derivative.
I made that just now from the words that we used.
Congratulations.
Not congratulations. This is a gift to you.
Oh,
Conflagulations.
and to you,
Conflagrate.
I say welcome.
Someone fix the lights in this hallway. Getting bad thoughts walking through the dark hallway.
I'm building this chess table so our people are less bored. There's only 3 forms of entertainment here. It's not enough.
Why is there still a dead person in here?
In here? What? Oh, God. Do we have a grave for them available?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple graves available.
Goodness. Well, yeah, if you could just take her body out of here.
What did
It's
I
fine.
just say to you as I walked by with this dead body? Coder joked about possums with no cantro. While I'm
It's
carrying a
really
dead
bad.
body.
I bet you that dead body's just a possum.
Coder's like, make sure you check her pulse. Dude, she's been dead in the hallway for a week.
Well, you're carrying Porpoise. That's your rival, right?
Everyone was like, oh, I'm not doing it.
You're going in the brown.
Mal, you hated her.
You go bury her, spit on her grave.
You hate her. You deal with it.
Man, we really are just living in a hole in the wall. Everything's all janky and just
Hey,
going
I
with
have
the way
done a
that
lot
it
of
is.
digging, like a lot of digging.
Well,
It's getting good.
this area is getting pretty good. Like, you know, we definitely have, you know, like this is turning into what reminds me of like Fallout 1, where in Fallout 1 you were, you know, this is going to be our vault, but still in the front of it just looks like crap. You have to leave like a cave, you know.
You guys know the bonus I got from my rival being dead was +3. But the negative I got from seeing a rotting corpse is -6.
Oh.
We've been all seeing that rotting corpse for a long time now, I think. Well, anybody that's gone into the prison. That poor what is that? Gilson?
Jizzleson.
Jizzleson.
Yeah.
Son of Jizzle.
Yeah. Jizzle's son.
The son of a Jizzle.
Right. Yes. Yes. Oh, Bilbo finally left. Dismayed, I did not give him my pizza.
Dismal accommodations here.
Sad. Well, it's just dirt or rock rubble floors and rock rubble everywhere. Nothing nice. Nothing nice. I'll plant some rice. It's the spice of life. Dude. So I became concerned that because of the pandemic and the way people are, that they were no longer selling isopropyl alcohol above 70% concentration. Because I wasn't finding it anywhere. I was finding 70% only, max, anywhere, gas stations, grocery stores, you name it. So I was wondering, like, man, are people like buying it and making like hand sanitizer? You know, are people buying it and trying to drink it to get drunk? Like, that would not be a good idea, probably.
Only hand sanitizer, probably.
Right, in these times of pandemic, that seems likely. Right, so it was like probably sold out like toilet paper or some crap.
It's organic hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. So I use that high concentration stuff to clean my pipes because they get full of weed chunks and stuff because I smoke weed out of them, as you do.
It happens.
And I'm gonna try to clean my pipe now every time I put a new screen in. That's my goal. Cause like my pipe is clear, but most days it looks like really dark brown or black. So try to make it clean.
Can't use it on your lungs.
No, but you know they have cilia, so my lungs are constantly trying to move little chunks up and out, and I do occasionally, you know, cough something a little chunky. So those are working. But yeah, I should quit smoking. Find a healthier delivery vehicle.
Edibles.
I know, this fucking state needs to legalize it already. Get with the times, man. Get some of that tax revenue.
Your governor's trying, right?
He is.
Legalize it.
We got so many motherfuckers in this state who are just beating they're just slamming the right wing button. They're not even checking anything, or they're just voting with their hearts.
They're shitty hearts.
Well, they would tell you that they don't like your liberal bleeding heartisms. Meanwhile, do everything the same exact way. What's good for them is good for them, but not good for you, and that's great.
People are gonna tell you can't get glasses this cheap. I'm gonna tell you the opposite.
Well, I mean, everybody has a desire to protect their interests, and there's a lot of money to be lost if you have gained so much money from the system. Yes, you potentially could lose a lot of money. That's a real risk for people in power. And of course, they're going to use their vast resources to defend their actions and their activities. That should be expected by us, I think. But, we have to keep, it's not if we keep fighting, it won't be a question of money. I mean, it will be a question of money because, money can fuel the fight, so to speak, right? If you have an endless supply of resources, you can just keep going at it. Whereas, if you don't, you probably got kids and you probably got a job you need to go to and bills you have to worry about paying. That if there's no direct impetus from you yourself, they don't get paid. Like your estate's not paying them, or whatever. However that works when you have an estate that does all that for you. That's the problem. That's the divide between when we say eat the rich, or when that is said, it's meant the ultra rich, the people who have so much money that you can't actually count it. It's just a number that is meaningless because it's mind-bogglingly large and you can't actually imagine it. You can only go, wow, that's more money than... And then some kid on Reddit's like, I did the math. Turns out that if you knew Jesus and made $2,000 an hour and worked for 8 hours a day and were a vampire and never died, you still wouldn't have this much money as this motherfucker. And that's just ridiculous. So, that's who the rich are being eaten, that need to be eaten. It's not the people making $400,000 a year. That's great. You should be able to make $400,000 a year, and that would be awesome. A nice American achievement, or whatever the good number is.
Fuck, man, I'm even fine with $1 million a year. It's the billions of dollars that people are making. The people that are worth trillions of dollars. It's like, what? How?
Well, it's just so much money that it doesn't mean anything. Where portions of that person would never ever feel, never having, would completely change entire, communities' lives. But that's not what, changing an entire community's lives isn't what the world wants to see. They want to see those people do it themselves somehow. But that's the problem, is you can't a lot of times just do it yourself somehow. A lot of times those cases that were able to quote unquote do it themselves had a greater impetus of money input from dad or mom or some estate that allowed them to be so successful and make it look easy, and then write a book about how simple it was. I just did this and this and this, and with a brief burst of investment from a relative of $300,000, I was able to blah 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 blah. And it's just like, whoa, hang on there. I don't have a relative that's ever going to kick in that. And most people don't. Despite the fact that I think people want to argue that they are not for wealth redistribution, have to realize that it has already been redistributed to the ultra rich.
So in conclusion,
eat the rich.
but only the mega rich.
Yeah. Get them.
But a lot of the not mega rich people are assholes, and by assholes I mean Republicans.
Well, you know, I'm not. That's the thing. Is like I can't honestly say I understand what's going on there. From my point of view, it seems like it's a values thing. Um, it's not necessarily a political thing. It's a where do you stand on certain hot topics? Like I think that I don't know. I think that very rich people, um, and not all of them certainly, and probably not even most of them, but I think a good enough number of them have found a way to use religion, as is present in the Conservative Party, to influence, right? Like big groups of people. I think that's religion has done that for millennia, and that's no different than today. I think people today have you know knocked it down a peg, right? We put government before religion. Fiscally speaking, I think that that's obviously not true for some people. They put religion before government, but our American government fits their religion well enough. They don't need to do anything. Um, so there's a thing there with that. I guess I can't clearly know how all that works by any means, but I've like this inkling that like you know I think there's something there.
I certainly don't have all the answers.
Nope. It's a big old world, man. There's a lot of people in it. They got a lot of ideas about how they want to run the world or live in the world or exist. Yeah, maybe it's just one of the after side effects of having such a open system that we have here, that we've become aware now due to our high speed of communication with the internet and phones and all that stuff about our own government's corruption in places where it's been corrupt, or you know maybe it's always had a way of operating and getting things done that looking at it in modern light goes you know but we don't have the whole story or understand everything. We just have an infantile look at the way the world is run. Like I don't know. Like I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Like why we have such powerful organizations and that we disagree with sometimes, and maybe a lot, in how they're running or how they claim to operate. So I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe and we can't know, and that's for the best. But I don't think that I don't think humanity has a problem. I think with seeing stuff. I think that if there's something out there that they're shielding us from because like it would shock the world. It'd be too much. Like I don't think so. You know, I don't imagine a situation where we as a people couldn't rationalize reality. If that's reality, that's reality, right? So what's the thing that comes out with in so many days from that one thing the previous president signed, where maybe there's aliens, right? Like, okay, well, great. Like if there are aliens in the universe, why should we shield people from that? That's real. You know, it's not like a video game or some supposition or anything. It would be real. Like, okay, tell them.
I do think a lot of humanities would have a problem with it.
I don't think.
I do think they would. I mean, like, because there's nothing about that in the Bible, and some people are real. Like, if it ain't in the Bible, it ain't real, yo.
Well, that's fucked up because there's a lot of not real shit in the Bible.
Only a non-believer would say that, right?
Well, I'm a non-believer, so I've said it, I suppose. And I'll die on that hill as a non-believer. That's great. I think there's like three options. Either there is no God, there is a God, and he's everything in the Bible. You know, and everything about the whole thing, right? The whole Bible is true, right? So either there is nothing, or there is all of exactly as it is in the Scripture, whoever claims to be correct, for each religion. And then number three would be, there was a God, or there is a God, but has maybe long ago lost interest in what the fuck is happening on this fucking rock.
And then there's option number 4, where we are just a computer simulation. So I also have a theory that not only is this a computer simulation, but the reason why we have to sleep is because that's when we have to shut down and actually go back to the real world for those 5 to 8 hours or whatever.
But that doesn't preclude God.
Doesn't preclude. Well, there's another level, then that there's another layer that maybe there's God and stuff like that there. But what we would observe from our point of existence, God would be the end user that's playing the video game, And if this is an MMORPG, which is what I'm kind of putting out there, is this is an MMORPG that the fourth dimension or whatever users go to and hang out and play this video game. And then when they have to go back to the real world, that's when they tell their character to go to sleep, or we go into our, modes where we kind of like how these dwarves or how these characters, these pawns are acting. They can force us to do some things, but they also can just let us do other things. But they normally just let us, go away when we're asleep. So that's complete crazy crackpot. There's a whole different view of reality. We're just an MMORPG.
Sure. I mean, so the idea that we're a simulation, right? Like, okay, this is a simulation, and when we go to sleep, we go to our day jobs. So, like, you and I don't know each other in real life.
Possible.
Then.
It's possible.
Or because, like, I sitting in here in this this Brian suit playing a game.
Playing
Coder. My character playing Coder on the internet. Like, I can't think of what my day job is, but I guess Coder in here can't think of what I do. He's just running around doing what he does. So
right.
I guess
it doesn't matter what we do. As the end user, it's only what we do to the pawns that matters to the pawn.
So our dudes are just like sitting here, having like little bubbles above their head, and if he bothers to look at them, it'll probably just be some real simplified version of it too. Like Coder and Froze were talking about reality.
So the broader interpretation of simulation theory is that it's a simulation, not that it's a simulation that you're interacting with from outside the simulation.
Correct.
But that you're a part of the simulation, so you're essentially a program. So there's really nowhere else for you to go. You're part of the simulation.
Yeah, the original concept is more like we would be NPCs that do not get interacted with by an end user. But I'm throwing in not just that there's one end user, but that there's 7 billion of them, and or more, 7 trillion, how many other life forms and how many other things are in this galaxy. I mean, who knows? I'm just saying it's a big giant MMORPG. I'm gonna hold to that.
It would suggest that there's a creator. So if it's a simulation, there is a creator. I don't know if you want to call that God, but from your perspective as part of the simulation, they might as well be.
Well, that would be like Paradox, Paradox made the game, and then that's the creator, quote unquote. And then you've got all the end users, depending on if it's a single player or possibly just a simulation or.
No. Think about that. You got all these like dev people, the sound guy. They're all these like lower gods, And then there were like beta testers who aren't gods at all, but just seem to have this weird understanding about the universe and maybe the way it once was versus the way it actually is now.
Yeah,
some
they're like,
when
"You
magic
should've seen
was
the
real."
beta."
Matrixy people. Yeah, exactly. The beta. Remember Catterday? We all got capes. Could fly. No? Okay. Well, I have a cape. I'm not crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I have to go AFK for a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I like the Matrix. I guess that would be it's my theory is also connecting more with also how the Matrix is, because that's kind of how the Matrix is. The Matrix is really just an MMORPG in the end.
That you can't voluntarily leave.
And you don't know exists. But that's kind of what I'm kind of proposing, but I'm also proposing that our end users on the outside of this universe, it's possible that they're not just in a pod. Maybe they have a job like Coder was talking about.
Could be.
But I think that if this is, I think the most likelihood is if this is a simulation, though, I do think that the simulation theory that we're all just, that this is more of a, it's not a video game that somebody created, but possibly just a simulation that somebody created to, observe. And then you could say possibly that could be God, in the sense of, but I think that it would just be another being, in that sense of the word, that it's some fourth dimensional being that created the universe to observe it, could be a possibility. Just like we created, some kind of, there's a bunch of simulations we create to observe stuff, so.
I think we're a vacation destination.
Ooh.
Like Westworld, people come here and they're like, look, it's like Earth was back in the 2000s.
Oh, I think we're a vacation destination and a reality TV show for aliens. I think Earth is, if going away from simulation theory, but more onto, let's just say that there's aliens in the world, or in the galaxy, or in the universe. If they're advanced in any way, shape, or form, it's very possible that we're just like this special zoo, this special TV show that you can go vacation in the TV show for a little while. And I mean, could you imagine if you were watching everything that was going on Earth? Oh, there would be just tons of entertainment for whatever thing was watching.
If you could watch everything simultaneously and like, who'd edit the show? That'd be weird.
Well, I mean, I imagine that they would make many shows out of our one show. There was the I think it was Morty and a couple other shows that did it, but they did the Earth got canceled, and it was like, okay, well, then we're gonna blow up Earth because Earth got canceled. But I would think that Earth would have a bunch of TV shows.
I think it's a historical simulation and people can travel into it.
So what you're saying is that at one point we were real, but we're no longer real. We are just the simulations of the things that once existed.
people are still real. People like they're not really like us anymore exactly, but they're still people. They're still humans. They're just like 5,000 years in the future, and this is a simulation of what they think life was like. in
And
the
you are
early
just an
2000s.
NPC that's acting out. And then are you saying though that you at one time were real as well? If you'd go back far enough, there would be a Matt Shriner that existed on Earth, and you are just but now you in whatever real year that we are, you are now just a simulation of what Matt was.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's pretty deep, man. That's wow. Well, I hope you struggle with that reality.
I think if that is true, there's a good chance that we're some kind of experiment to see what went wrong. Like maybe these are people who left here at some point, and then we completely torched the planet, and they're trying to recreate the end.
Well, I guess my question to you, Matt, would be: do you think that do you think that Matt, the original Matt, thought he was a simulation, or are you a deviation of who Matt was, or are you an exact replica of who Matt was?
Well, I'll never know, but if I'm the simulation, then I'm smart. But if I'm not the simulation, then I guess next time I'll get it right when I am.
Eventually, you just wait long enough, and Matt will be right.
Some people think that the reptilians, which is a weird thing, the archons, whatever you want to call them, they come down and they tempt people and they say, like, you need to be able to clone yourself so that you can live forever here. And then when people agree to do that, they lose their ability to reincarnate.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not know that about the lizard people. More you know.
Well, I don't know if it's true.
Well, I'm just saying.
Reincarnation.
I didn't know that there were people out there that believed in this. That's What? Coder, you're getting married to my wife. Unbelievable.
My wife.
Whatever. See?
Hey, check on my needs real quick.
No.
Check on my needs. Your needs. You have disturbed sleep. Your friend died. Unsightly environment, darkness, and awful barracks. But you got loving times 2. And now you just got married times 40. Or plus 40. Nice.
So
Congratulations, you two. Now I'm going to murder Joanne.
Sorry, Joanne. Rip.
I don't want to talk to the cops.
Wait, are me and Spirit still together?
I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still lovers. We don't have a bed, but...
Don't try to sound so happy about it.
We'll attend the ceremony and then we'll smoke these 5 joints.
Nice. This is a good ceremony. Light them up. Wandering, attending marriage ceremony, wandering.
Ah, yes, the good old relaxing time. Started cleaning up my room.
Huzzah.
Someday this will be an immaculate fort, or we're all gonna die soon.
Yeah, we're probably all gonna die.
Fro said something about loving to Malcantro.
Love it.
Yes, I did. Talk to Joanne about poker.
Coder chatted about beards with froze.
Melcantro and Jan Nunn connected on the topic of anarchy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, if you don't like someone around here, kill them.
Kill them. Sell their organs.
Talking about you, Jizzle, son.
Jizzle. Son.
Jizzle my nizzle. What is he resistant to us right now? How's he doing?
Nope, but we broke him down to 0, so really, probably the next person I talk to, I'm just gonna turn him. Coder will get him when Coder's on shift.
Yeah, Coder, you've got a plus 75 or 74 with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize that after I eat this meal.
You and Melcantro have made friends with him, and he has rivaled me, Spirit, and Jan Nunn.
Well, he's a pyromaniac, so hopefully he doesn't start your shit on fire.
Is he a pyromaniac? Are we really?
We need
He starts
people.
any fires in here, I'll throw him on a pyre.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the spirit.
At least we live in a cave, so it's not like we can set our cave on fire. So
Actually, cave fires are really bad.
what?
It uses
It's
up
like
all
an
the
oven.
oxygen, and it's like an oven. And there's a lot of shit that could burn in here.
Oh no.
So
Good
you
luck
gotta
with,
make airlocks. You gotta make doors.
You can move this garbage pile out of here, down here where the entrance is, and put a roof over
Oh.
this big thing. You could have a giant warehouse.
Hey, Chisel's in. So
Welcome. Don't burn down the place.
he does cooking. He's got level 10 cooking, level 9 mining, and level 9 construction. So I'm gonna get him lined up with those chores.
Is he a nudist?
He's an
No.
undergrounder, so
He likes caves.
we could restrict him to an area to minimize possible fires.
That's true. He'll only do it when if he gets real pissy. So I don't know. If he will.
He'll be happy for a while at least because he's free.
No. There, his skills are set. Oh, Jizzleson's wearing like dead people's clothes. Do we have? Oh, we never made like a smart. So people will wear tattered clothing or dead people's clothing, and then be sad about it. So Jan Nunn has tattered apparel, for example, because she's wearing camel wool pants, which a dead person wore. Well, geez, Joanne, don't fucking wear dead people's clothes. I don't know.
I'll try to recycle some clothes and see if I can make them something.
Yeah. Yeah, once we really get the textiles industry up and running, we'll be able to address the dress, so to speak. We're just not there yet, though. I don't have a large influx of material or stuff. Also, guys, speaking of material influx, don't kill Daphne the gazelle. We're watching her for a quest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We need a giant pile of wood. Maybe we can put it in that hole by the entrance.
That's probably a good idea. So once Coder's finished sleeping, I'll send them out to do just wood chopping and then wood hauling to support that. How about
Mmm.
And then once I've done some wood chopping, I'll do some mining, and I'll mine out another room, and that'll be tomorrow. That'll take all day tomorrow and the next day probably for my guy.
Froze, you should put your put that pair of boots on. You'll move faster.
Oh yeah, I do need boots. Where are the boots?
By the tailor bench.
Yeah, the boots.
The boots, they go on the feet and they make you go a little faster.
The boots.
Jizzleson's gonna have a major break, huh?
Yeah, he just got out of
break it
prison.
down. Always just got a tainted skirt, etc. He's wearing all tainted clothing, minus 14. I think that's worse than actually being naked. His like clothes have like gore all over them. Alright, I'm gonna adjust the clothing item outfit stuff. New outfit. I'm gonna call it Smart Anything. So it will only be clothing that has between 60, no tainted, so 60 and 100% hit points of any quality. We'll go with normal quality to legendary quality. No tainted apparel. And then anything. Just anything but not, dead people's clothes or clothes that's about to fall off. So I've created a new outfit type, and I'm going to apply it to all of us. So you're going to see everybody, like, toss off all their fucking clothes. Just so you know. Especially if they're, well, they won't. But only if they're clothes that meet that description. But then that will prompt us to get more clothing. I hope. Get pants, get a lower body piece, an upper body piece, and shoes. That's really all we need. And a hat. Hats are cool. Helmet, really.
This new guy's a real Jizzleson.
Jizzle Manizzle. Yeah, hoping he's gonna be able to be put to good use right away, or at all.
Let's take a look at how long we got Daphne for.
A couple more days.
Quests. There we are. Quests. Deserter. A proud gazelle. So 13 days. Shuttle will arrive in 5.6 days. Very well. Very good, very good.
Nice wall built up here. Fancy marble. So fancy.
Who's got fancy marble?
We do.
Oh, look at that. Where'd that come from?
So fancy.
It's not done yet.
Came from the offices of Melcantro and Melcantro. Esquire.
Crazy.
I'm recycling the stone war mask.
Sweet.
Need more bricks for my wall.
Just another brick in the wall, huh?
Two.
I'm trapping down trees. Yeah, Jizzleson being naked's only a -6 versus a -14 of wearing all tainted clothing. He's still pretty pissed.
I feel like Melcantro and Giselson will start killing each other.
Maybe they will. Maybe they willn't.
Catharsis.
Oh,
So the one thing I'm excited about is that we're not going to have drop ships dropping on top of us and crazy. You know, the worst we're going to have is other people coming with bows and arrows coming to kill us. Maybe a gun.
and this fucking cougar.
And a cougar. Cougars.
We gotta make sure that cougar doesn't kill that deer. Also, so we should probably take that cougar out. Set to hunt it or something.
Oh yeah, we need to kill that cougar. I set it for hunting. But since it's, well, yeah, I don't have a bow and arrow, so I'll leave that to somebody else if you want to. But it is now hunted.
Cool.
Or huntable. Cause yeah, that thing's gonna totally kill Daphne.
I'm on it.
I can't sure I'm forcing your dude to eat. He's pissed. He's so tired. Has he been working all night?
I cleared his prioritized work. I'm like, whatever.
What's he doing? He's like building sandstone cobblestone wall. Yeah. That's what he's doing. Huh, yeah, he should go to sleep. Oh, he won't because he's on a work schedule. Let's put him on anything instead of work. Okay, there you go. Nap time, buddy. There you go.
Oh nice, yeah, so you guys took Daphne and put her back in the food area only. Smart.
Yeah, I sent her to like kill this cougar.
Nice.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Totally. You know, I
We
like
can
to think that
spot.
the reason why the cougar isn't attacking you right now is that you're kind of like staying hidden and then just like popping out, shooting an
No,
arrow.
that's exactly why. It uses your hunting skill, which is a combination of your ranged and an animal skill, and it gives you essentially a stealth skill, and that's how you get like so the animal has a default whatever percentage that it's gonna, you know, catch you or whatever, but like the better you are at hunting, those two skills average together, the less likely it will be that you actually get caught. So yeah, you could, you can take some shots at a cougar that would have like a normally like 35% chance to attack you, and it doesn't.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
But you want to be a good hunter, of course.
I liked how I don't know how 100% true this is, but I heard that one of the original ways that we used to hunt animals was that we would scare it, make it run, and then we would walk nice and calmly, get back up to it, scare it again, make it run, and just keep on doing that, and then it would exhaust it, and then it would just die of exhaustion. Like, all right,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of
we
food
would
now.
do that as whole tribes, just
yeah,
chasing them, and then we would just walk up and fucking break their necks or whatever.
Oh,
Or
that's
they just
even
bonk them on the head.
That's probably even smarter. I didn't even think about it in a pack mentality. Could you imagine, like, okay, we're gonna do a little sprint here, but I'm gonna rest up. You go up ahead. We position ourselves so that basically we just scare this thing and make it continuously run while we're just kind of like
and
casually.
have it loop back around.
Ooh, have it loop back around,
like,
so that it
people
just
were-
runs in circles.
Yeah, we're a predator.
Yeah.
We're an apex predator.
We're so apex. We probably figured out ways, that was just to make it really easy for us to. We didn't have to do much work to kill.
Right, we would just
our
follow your
prey.
poop. We would just find you. We would just never go away, and then we would just kill you, and then eat you, and cook you. And we would cook you. We would find all kinds of ways to eat you.
if it wasn't normal for us to be able to digest you, we'll figure out a way to make you digestible.
Oops. Yeah, we would add all kinds of flavors. Our favorite leash. We will season you with. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to throw like they had these hand axes, which was just a rock that was sharpened, and then they would find a herd of animals sometimes and throw it up high in the air over the animals, and they'd just come down and hit one of them.
Yeah. I mean, we had the ability to throw a rock. Nothing else throws a rock.
That's like lawn darting a rock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had slingshots. And we had slings, and we had all kinds of neat tools for. And we also adapted those to throw spears. I forget what the name of that device is called, but fuck, man, a pack of humans will ruin your day.
Yeah. Wonder what would have happened though if there was dinosaurs, because I don't think we'd be able to build. Well, I think we would have killed all the dinosaurs. That's what would have happened.
Yeah, we would have outsmarted them. Catch them somehow in their
I
way.
was just thinking, like if there were Godzillas and or T-Rexes like running around and shit like that, like you couldn't build skyscrapers. Like they're just gonna have some big giant animal fall into it. It's just don't do that.
But it's Japan, and there's no room. The only way to build is up.
That's true. I cannot believe how many people are on that little fucking island.
It's amazing.
There's a lot more people in Japan than there was in Rome back then.
Yeah. I bet if anything ever attacked Japan, like a giant shield bubble would go up, as you imagine in the animes, and then the whole island would just like flip over, and it would be a big military base.
Yeah, big mech,
Right, so a bunch of mechs come out, in the military part of it, while the citizenry are safe below, or some shit, like that's what would happen. Like, or not flip over, but like, kind of like from Neon Genesis Evangelion, where it just like inverts, like all of the towers, like are on these huge rollers that just are, now it becomes a skyscraper underground instead of, above ground, in this enormous cavern that is what was, Japan, or is Japan.
Pretty sure Sony has a Jaeger, so
I mean, why not? If you could build a Jaeger in your lifetime. Would you not? Would you not bend your resources towards having a Jaeger?
Not a bad idea.
You'd be like, well, I've got the, I've got enough money to retire. I've got the sofa I always wanted in the living room. I'm now going to go build the finest mechanoid robot, humanoid robot, mechanoid thingy that can be made.
No expense spared.
No expenses spared, and then smoke a cigar. Or say that while smoking a cigar and then grin. Make eyebrows. Alright, how much wood did I chop? I chopped some wood! Alright, so once Coder wakes up here, I send him to go get some wood. Bring the wood inside.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
All the wood forever.
I'm watching you guys.
Watching. So I've got Coder set to haul. So
Dude,
hopefully
we have rhinoceroses here. Holy shit.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's a pack
Should
of
we hunt?
fucking rhinoceroses.
I bet they'd make really good armor. Rhinoceros leather.
Let's see. I bet you they have a super. Oh, they have only a 10% chance of attacking you.
Ah.
I almost want to fucking tame one.
Have train it for battle. Have a battle rhinoceros.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Let's see if Frozen can try it. I'm gonna try taming one of these.
There, Jizzle, put on
okay,
your
okay.
tribal wear.
But does he need tribal underwear? Or is he good enough with just regular? Oh, he's good. All right. Who's wearing tattered apparel? Janun. But what are you wearing, Janun? That's all poopy. It's the pants. So Joanne was going to need fresh pants. Or tribal wear or something, but... Why is she still wearing that? Oh, she's probably forced. It's probably a forced item. I bet. There they are. Destroy them.
Destroy
Wah,
them.
ah,
Destroy
ah.
them now.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and
Just
tame a
try
rhinoceros when it wakes up. That's how I do it.
Unleash
Yeah.
the Crichton.
The Michael Crichton? What?
Unleash the Crichton. Open fire. Fire everything!
You've missed with every shot.
I said shoot down their nose, not up their nose.
The birds pecked my eyes out, sir.
I wrote a song about it.
And I don't know why.
Oh man. I wonder if any of that still exists. Like in a way that people can find it and enjoy it.
Well, there's no way for them to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure it still exists.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's harsh. Alright. Keep your secrets then, brickmaker.
They said you'll never be able to build a wall that big. Not in your lifetime, unless they're wrong.
Oh, Coder's bringing the wood in. Look at him go. He's got the wood. Look out for him. He's refueling a torch lamp. Why is he so slow? Oh, he is really stoned. That'll do it. 3 more hours of being pretty high. Looks like he woke up and he's supposed to meditate, but it looks like he decided to go smoke a joint instead. Oh, Coder. You rascal.
He's got his own ideas about life.
Looks like it, yeah. What's he doing now? Gonna go eat. All right, got Coder queued up to go haul a bunch of wood. What's everybody else up to here? Jizzleson's asleep? What are you doing, Jizzleson? Oh, he's supposed to be working. Do we have a stockpile zone for wood specifically? I see this one little spot right here that allows wood. And that's it. Okay, I guess that's it. Okay, I'm gonna expand it a little.
Alright, I'm gonna cut down a bunch of trees.
Cool. Coder's cutting down some just south of their fields here too, right now. So good. We're always gonna need wood.
Yeah, it's our primary source of fuel.
Yep.
We are not the advanced Rimworlders. We are barbarians. Why we did not make our village out of wood or really anything. We just took over a cave. Don't have all that fancy technology.
Don't have to worry about solar flares.
Yeah, solar flares would be like, alright, well, nothing's changed. So are we ever going to be able to break out of this,
I don't know. I mean, it's on the research tree, but I don't know what it'll let us do. No idea.
Interesting. Vanilla expanded. So vanilla expanded will give us some stuff. But will the world around us, I wonder? Probably.
Yeah, you might see people with guns.
Oh. That'll be terrifying.
Oh, they got like a pistol, and you're like, oh man.
This changes everything.
Yeah. I think the Shattered Empire has guns. The other factions that don't have guns aren't in the game. There might be like flintlocks that spawn, but I don't know if we'll be able to push our technology beyond industrial. Or I mean beyond medieval. Be cooler if we did. But I don't know, I think the storyteller we picked limits that. But I don't know if it really is enforced or not. I really don't know.
Ooh, and he spake.
Oh shit.
Rentar, the smoking bird, has struck from the
Look.
sky.
Look at the eyes of fire. They're like two beady eyes.
Dude, did you guys see what Gilson just did?
He's pleased with the wall.
Gilson?
Jizzleson.
Jizzles.
Just think about jizz.
I try not.
That'll help. Well,
Playing horseshoes.
Way to go, Spirit. Put that shit out.
Well, we'll try.
Christ.
just got it. It's no problem.
No problemo.
This,
Like, and I'm
this
gonna
little
eat
fire
right
right
here.
here. She's
She's like, that was tough fucking work. I'm hungry.
snap into a Slim Jim.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh yeah. That's right.
Interesting design that you're going with, Cantro.
It's old hunter's trap.
How old?
Circa 2020 BCE.
Circa dirt, Brian. Old as dirt. Yes. Yes.
So when it's done, I have to look. I might have to move one of the doors, but basically, the doors are locked to anyone but us, but you can go through them. And so an enemy would, rather than try to break down a steel door, will be like, "What's that?" And that's a tunnel with traps in it.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at. Make them pass
Yeah.
through the traps.
They hate traps.
I think Spirit has it bad because whenever she relaxes socially, she just goes into Frozen's room and sits there.
Oh. Oh man.
He's like, I wish I could have a room with Frozen. I can't.
She's like, I got it bad.
I think my room is a meeting room as well. Yeah, it is a gathering spot right now. It might be that too. I'm actually gonna turn that off.
Yes.
People don't need to be gathering in my room.
It's because you have a table.
Yep. Looks like we've been doing okay on food. Since 6 right now.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a little low now though.
Yep. Probably like that. We'll have breakfast and then we'll need to have food made again. But the rice is at 91% in the furthest right field, it looks like. And 70% in the other two fields, between 70 and 77%. So we'll be having rice soon. Plenty of rice.
Good old rice patties for days.
Rice is nice. Rhymes. That's how you know it's true.
Rice is lice.
Rice is nice.
Is nice.
No, it's not nice with
It
an.
rhymes though. It's the one
Whoa. Oh. Yes, then it's true.
Don't eat it then.
Well, I mean, maybe rice are delicious. And it's our lice when cooked just right. But I don't know. I'm not a bug eater. Unless it's like bugs from the sea, like shrimp. I like the shit out of some shrimp.
Not a mantis shrimp though.
What's that?
Mantis shrimp. They punch so hard they vaporize the water around their claws.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, if it's edible and tasty, I don't know if I would stick my hand in the water next to it. That sounds dangerous, but probably use a cage or something. Or I would use my own plasma rifle. Blast a hole in its face.
They have like 26 eyes.
Wow. They'd probably see it coming then, huh?
They can see into like infrared.
So they would see my plasma rifle heating up. Damn it. They're the ultimate spy. Damn you, manta crab. Or whatever it is.
They're the original scary clown.
Manta shrimp. Well, I'm glad I live above ground where we only have like eagles and humans and tigers, and kangaroos, dude. Kangaroos, they'll just drown you in the water. That's like one of their ways.
They're coming for you.
Yeah. I think one of the ways that they hunt though is they'll just sit in a pond and then stuff will come to them and then they'll just drown them.
Oh man, they're not on this continent, so I guess I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not yet. What if
It's
they
not
did
as-
well here? Like
It's not as scary as drop bears.
drop bear?
Well, you know,
What the-
people call them koala bears,
Oh.
but actually they're drop bears.
Why are they called drop bears?
They hang on the branch and they wait for people to walk under them, and then they flip around and they attack them.
Oh man. Drop in on ya. Drop
Just
bear.
like Rambo.
Man, I would want a machete then. Just chop their arms off. Their little claws.
They will fuck you up, Coder.
Oh, I mean, I'll slice. I will cut them. It would not it would be bad.
I
Bad
hope
for
I
both
get
of
to
us.
see this at Gen Con this year. Brian versus Drop Bear.
Oh no. That'll just be me like screaming. It'll be in one of those subreddits. Gifts that end too soon, or something like that.
Limited karma for me.
Saving Angelus, you can't save him. He's evil.
A 39-year-old malingerer.
It's my fucking sister.
Oh, what?
She's not 39.
Oh, shit. No kidding. Well, we kind of have to try, I guess. Huh. How about that? Where the hell
Isn't
is...
that weird?
I'm generating the planet now to have a peep.
If Angelus dies, Spirit will suffer from long-lasting grief.
Yep.
Oh. Looks like, well, where the fuck are we? So there's where she is. Where's our base?
With a blue tower.
Oh, yeah. Derek, because we're medieval. And we're on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't be too bad to get to.
Yeah, we just go down the highway and then be right to her. I guess we
Yeah.
could try and go
Could
through
send
the
a
road that
party
goes
of
straight
two.
to her.
Make some pemmican. Send Spirit and Jizzleson. Or Spirit and Froze. You guys could make a duo, and then you won't have to. We won't have to listen to you guys complain about either of you being gone.
A romantic getaway.
Yes.
Romantic getaway to save your sister.
Right. Exactly. I think that's a plan.
I'll go. Let's go kill some things that are trying to kill your sister.
Cool. Do you guys want me to set up the caravan, or?
Yeah, go for it.
I love the caravan system in this game. Like the concept of it. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty rad. Like at any point in time, like too, any of us could just like be like, fuck you guys, see ya, and then go make our own base somewhere else. Like just start off. And it would work. You'd get all your own raids and everything, and it would start you back at no raids, like the weakest. So like that's one tactic in the game is like if shit's getting too real, pack up and move. It'll reset the bad guy. Like raid attack thingy.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
You won't, obviously you'll have to rebuild and shit, but
Can you leave
You'll
and
have-
then come back? But if you come back, it'll be...
No, yeah. If you abandon it, you can't return.
Oh,
Yeah, it like ruins the tile. It just becomes like a
an
wreckage or some
abandoned
shit.
tile.
Yeah.
Can't trick the computer that way. But you do start off with a bunch of people and a bunch of supplies then.
Yeah, you start out with whatever you want. You know, so if you raise up a bunch of like pack animals, or if you got to the level of having cargo ships, just just do a transfer. Just build like 5 cargo ships, load everything up, and go.
No more raids. I think we'd have killed everybody.
Oh, don't say that. That's when they'll come to get us.
The computer is listening to you, preparing your death.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Not you.
Such disdain.
Don't talk to her that way. Equal
Right.
rights.
I'm gonna bury this body that I found. I stripped it, so now we can take apart the clothing. Yay. Have some.
Alright, we're at 390 wood now.
Okay.
Doing pretty good there. 9 meals still.
Yep, all the torches are lit. Look at the place all lit up. Nice.
Yeah. Starting to stabilize a little bit.
Yeah, wood. It's the electricity of the Dark Ages.
Yep. Well, we do need to research like wood sowing so we can plant more trees. Because yeah, we are gonna be having to go further and further away unless we get a handle on that. Who the fuck has unhappy nudity? Oh, Joanne, because we took her pants. Can you make Joanne some clothing? She needs something for her. Nether.
Just some pants, or
Yeah, she needs something for her lower level. Because she needs pants. She's not wearing any pants. Let's just run around. No pants.
We still setting up the caravan?
Yeah, I needed this guy to make some food first. We didn't quite have
Yeah.
enough to go, so we should.
Smart.
I'll do it in a minute.
Very smart.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're getting the fields kind of dealt with. So Coder was set to hauling. He's moving a dead body back right now, so I'm gonna let him do that. And once he's done, I'm gonna switch him back to growing, and he'll be primarying the fields. So we'll get some more food generated. Oh, that'll be great. Harvesting rice. Rice is nice. Wouldn't you know it? The spice of life.
It is the spice of life.
Indeed. Indeed.
But the question is the life
You
of
should
spice?
you should bring this alpaca with you too.
Oh yeah.
They can help carry stuff. Like your
Hilarious.
sister if she
I was
can't walk.
just selecting it.
Oh, bitchin'. Nice. Get 'em.
That's awesome.
Yes.
this alpaca's name is Al Pacino.
Alpachaco. Yep.
Yeep, yeep. Yeep. Yeep.
So I have this really cool Godiva chocolatier pearls. It's like these little chocolate balls. Dark chocolate with mint. It's like this little metal can. And it's about like if you imagine like kind of like some like 100 millimeter or maybe 100 millimeter cigarettes in length, but maybe enough to carry 10. And it's got this metal kind of clasping lid that you just heard. And I could put some joints in here. that's gonna be
Put
great.
your weed in there.
Well, it's a little long. Like if I was gonna use like a what do you call them? Like a chillum that you can, or not a chillum, but one that you can just press down in there. And but I don't have one of those.
There's some like small mint tins that might be good for that.
Yeah, but this is good. I'd send a pic, but honestly, the camera on my phone is garbage.
Garbage.
I dunked it in the water too many times,
Oh, really?
and also dropped it a lot.
Ah, well. I understand that can cause issues.
It's seen better days. It's a trooper, though.
You give it a techno baptism.
Yes.
I can't make any pants because I don't have the proper material to make pants. So she gets a tribal kilt.
That works. It'll make her from being unhappily nude.
So I was thinking about checking out the Fantasy Star Online 2. See what that's kind of like. I heard it plays very much like a single player game. So
Have fun. I am not going there. I got too many other games to play.
yeah, I figured I'd just take a look at it because it's free, so don't have to
Oh,
pay
yeah.
anything. So
Nice. There you go. Perfect.
definitely don't plan on spending any money whatsoever on that game. So unless
Nice.
they did some kind of awesome job, but you do get like your own spaceship. Like one of the things that's kind of intriguing me is like you get your own spaceship and you get some other stuff that it seems like is kind of futuristically cool kind of shit. So I've always been a fan of the Phantasy Star series, so. But I'm not sure I'm really into the gameplay that it has. It's very third person shooter type gameplay.
Yes.
Not a huge style that I'm really interested in, but I'm interested in the story and stuff, so I might not play the
Nice.
game to play the game. I might play the game just to play some story and see what the hell that's all about. Seems pretty cool.
Path of Exile is fun. If you
Yeah.
like a Diablo type game.
I was looking at that one. Again. I just haven't gotten around to clicking it, I guess. I got Elder Scrolls Online that I need to be like logging into, but I keep not logging into.
Do those dailies.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty good. Like the ones where all you do is log in and you get a bonus. You don't have to actually do anything. There are ones where you actually have to do stuff, even in Elder Scrolls. Like You have to go run your daily, whatever your class is, quest. You know, like, oh, you're a tank. You have to go tank for a party that needs a tank. You know, it's join one of the groups that are automatic that are looking. You know, and then because you fill a hole they're looking to fill, you get like a little bonus XP. It's nice. It's nice.
Sounds dirty.
No, it's not. It's good. It's good. It's a good transaction. Plus, it gives you something to do. Not sure what to do when you log in? Do your daily. Some games are like, oh, you have to do the daily every day in a row, without breaking a day that, in a row, or else it starts over and you don't get the super cool item that you got if you don't miss a single day ever.
Yeah.
Those are too much.
I don't mind it when if you miss a login, you miss out on something every day. There's a kind of like what Brave Exvius is doing. Basically if you log in, you get pretty much all the stuff that you really wanted for that day. But all the other stuff is just like added extra stuff. But yeah, you don't break any chain or anything, but you just miss out on something. But yeah, I really don't like the games that do that kind of stuff. I prefer the idea of much more of a, if you miss out on something, make it like a 21-day event, and you only have to participate in 14 of them. That's what I think is a good way of handling things.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like, what would be a good solution? That sounds good. The idea though is like they've got like commerce they're trying to do. Like they want you to be interested in these things and spend your money because they're and of course they're taking advantage, of people's, tendency to collect things, and complete lists. Essentially, it's just a natural thing that people want to do. And it's gonna be hard to get away from that.
Yep. Yeah, it's just life.
Yeah.
Like how
Is it
you
though?
and Jan Nunn are still fucking in the common area. Haven't used the room that you dug out to sleep in. You're perfect.
Well, I'm good. They got more rooms. I've just been busy chopping wood and hauling wood and shit, and growing
I
rice.
got time to build a room for me and my wife.
Yep. And don't.
And save this goddamn colony from falling apart.
Yeah,
We'll
this
fuck in
is
the
our
living
room.
room if we want.
This is our room. We've decided.
You live in the very center of the. You could do that. You could probably get a. Well, it looks like you like own everything except for the stuff that's walled off. Then, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So everything but your room and Melcancher's room and
Spirit's room.
and the prison.
And the prison.
And that's it.
And the hospital.
Is there a door? Yeah, there is a door there. Okay. Yeah, it's just got a rock in the way. Cool. Yeah.
You have a big room, extremely spacious, somewhat
we share
rich.
that with Jizzleson. Well, it's technically a barracks because Jizzleson's room is in here too. So.
Oh, it's a barracks, yeah. It's an awful barracks. But it's very
Because of its
spacious
size.
and somewhat rich.
It's real spacious, but it's not nice. Yeah.
Kind
Oh,
of ugly.
it's ugly. Yeah, it needs better flooring.
But if you get Gilson out of there, get Jizzleson out of there.
My name is Chip Richardson.
Chip Richardson. Hello, Chip.
Jizzle watching you. He's like, that's why they call me Jizzle Son.
Gross. Nah, man, he's around the corner. He can't see what's going on. He can probably like see our feet, hear some noises, and that could be totally his thing too. But we don't know. We don't know about Jizzleson. Just don't know about.
He's watching you. It's like Charlie Murphy in the dark, watching you.
Great. Great. Alright, what's Coder gonna do next? He needs to. Let's see, we got food. So he's hauling right now, and that's good too. We have lots of food and wood to haul.
Don't worry, I adjusted the animals so they won't go through the maze of death.
That's good. We wouldn't want them to die.
So if one of our pawns walks over a trap, does it have a possibility of triggering it?
Yes.
Is it a really high possibility or a low possibility?
It's low.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't think you'll pass through there. I don't think.
Yeah, you
try.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that as much. I was just wondering, just in general, if you just because I sometimes I just throw them around and I don't think about that my pawn. I'm hoping my pawns don't path over them.
They probably won't because it costs them more movement points to go over them. So if they can take a shorter path, they will. But if it is the fastest short path, then or the slow, whatever it ends up being, if it's the shortest way, they'll path over it. I think.
All right. Well, the north is well secured. The south is, not as secured, but getting there. I feel like if we really wanted to, we should just wall off this area here.
I think that's smart. Keep our enemies out.
The only weak point that we'll have is the hospital here, but I think we could also do something else with this. Maybe wall it up here. So
Yeah, we could put a couple layers around the hospital too, so it's like 3 or 4 thick.
Yeah, just block this off with a door.
Yeah, you have this all nice and complex, babe.
It works in the tundra. A lot of animals wander through. They won't go through the locked doors, so they come through here, kill themselves on the traps, and then I don't have to hunt all day.
Nice.
brilliant.
Yeah, you gotta be smarter than the motherfuckers. Good job.
Been really uneventful.
Yeah, it's basically nothing happening except for. Oh, did we finish that mission? It looks like that. No, we didn't. We still have Daphne. Okay.
How is the mission?
That's looking fine. Oh, and are we going to save, looks like we should be on the road, right? Yeah, we
Yeah,
are
we're
on the road. Jan Nunn just cooking away. Becoming the best cook on earth. Looks like she's got some berries and rice. That sounds horrible.
What? You know, you can make like a sticky rice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Rice and and a fruit. Yeah. A sugar. It's a treat.
looks like we don't have any meat.
That's okay. Don't need it. It helps, but
Vegan.
opportunistic. Carnivores or omnivores.
Only for the Beltalowda.
What's that?
It's only for belters.
Beltalowda.
My
Okay.
secret tunnels are only for belters.
Only for Beltalowda, K.
I do like now it seems like we do have like a nice little farming courtyard area, you know. It looks like
Yeah. The business end. Or
and finally
cave
Coder
fortress.
and Joanne or Jan Nunn have a room all to themselves now.
What we do?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, great.
it is
A great room. Yeah, we'll move them in there. Right now, it's not my priority. They're happy. Look at how happy they are.
they're totally cool with being in like this completely open bedroom that everybody just watches you because nobody else is fucking, so it's just you just get to watch you.
Shameless.
Exactly. Hey, we're not kings or queens. Fuck it.
Isn't Spirit the our leader, our Gerald or whatever? Charles.
Well, once we're done watching this fucking donkey.
What? Oh yeah, that'll happen after.
Or the deer or whatever the hell it is.
Right. I was like, what? I thought you were alluding to some kind of sex act that was happening with a
Nope.
donkey in the game, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But no, okay, I
No.
get it. Yep.
Daphne, the deer, the
Deer.
fawn,
The fuck.
the female gazelle. That's it. She's a gazelle. Sorry, Daphne. I did not mean to compare you to the noble donkey. Coder's got level 7 plants now. He's about an eighth of the way or so to level 8. When he's level 8, we can start actually making heal root, and then maybe our lives will be a little better when sickness happens. You might not die of infection.
When sickness strikes.
Yeah, we'll just pack some dirt in it and some of this heal root. Saving. Oh, and speaking of which, it is 10 o'clock, friends. And I do have to go. So,
Huzzah.
yeah. Oh, and the caravan just arrived, so perfect timing. So we'll pick it up there next week. And I'm going to go ahead and save our game.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
So we'll see how the mission goes next week.
Right?
Have a good night, you guys.
Have a good one. Hopefully
Yeah,
you
you too.
save your sister.
Save my sister.
That's right. That'll be the deal. That'll be the game.
Good night, you guys.
Good night. Alright, the game is saved. You guys may quit. Or, probably doesn't matter.